What's up, Dunkers and Dunkettes? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're here with year one of the Madden 22 New York Giants realistic rebuild. This is as real as it gets when it comes to realistic. I ain't gonna say it no more, but it is as real as it gets when it comes to realistic. We are doing the New York Football Giants, the G-Men. Let's waste no more time and let's go ahead and meet the roster before the preseason starts. Looking at the quarterbacks, we have Danny Dimes, Mr. Daniel Jones, who reminds me and a lot of people of Eli Manning, but still needs some work, still needs to develop. The Giants did decline his fifth-year option in real life, so we're going to see how he plays for these next two seasons, and we're going to determine if we're going to pick it up. I might decline it and just make him prove to us that he can be our franchise quarterback. And then back up, we got Jake Fromm and Mike Glennon. Looking at the running back situation, Saquon Barkley, who I thought about trading in this rebuild before I even did the Giants, or maybe even putting them on the trading block. But Saquon, man, I think still could be a top running back in the league. He just has to stay healthy. So we're going to focus on him getting healthy and being our franchise running back and building around Saquon Barkley. Looking at the backups, we got Devontae Booker and Gary Brightwell. Fullbacks, we have Elijah Penny and Cullen Giulispia. And then wide receiver Sterling Shepard, who's probably at this point the longest tenured Giant on the team, I believe. We got Kenny Golladay, who they paid big money to come over from the Detroit Lions to be wide receiver one. Really didn't work out well the year one, but I mean, quarterback situation, you got to look at that too. Got Darius Slayton, who I think has been actually good for them, but there was rumors in real life going around that he might be on the trading block. Same thing with their draft pick, Kadarius Toney. Both of them on the trading block, but I think Kadarius Toney came back and showed up to training camp, so I think those rumors are dead. But I mean, I understand from the Darius Slayton point. I mean, after this going into next season, he's going to be in a contract year. Do you want to pay him? You're paying Kenny Golladay. You drafted Kadarius Toney. So I see why they might want to move on from Slayton. But if it was me and I'm running the team, before I even did this rebuild, I was thinking about trading Sterling Shepard and then going with Kenny Golladay, Slayton, and Toney. So I think one of these receivers is going to end up leaving in this rebuild. I just don't know which one just yet. I think I want to keep Toney. I want to keep Golladay. So Slayton and Shepard might be the ones that we have to choose out of to eventually let go. Then they got a bunch of decent guys. They got Dante Pettis, who didn't work out with the 49ers. You got John Ross, super fast, but never really worked out with the Bengals. Colin Johnson, who I like, 6'6", coming over from the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, I mean, we got some guys, too, behind them. And then you got Evan Ingram at tight end. You got my boy Kyle Rudolph, Skull Vikings. Caden Smith down there. And then left tackle, you got Andrew Thomas, who really had a good second season in the league. You got Matt Pert in his second season. Shane Lamo at guard. You got Billy Price coming over from Cincinnati. Got Will Hernandez. They drafted Ben Bredesen last season. And you got Nate Soldier coming over from the Patriots. So definitely got to rebuild the O-line. As y'all saw, they drafted Evan Neal in real life. So we might be looking to draft some offensive linemen as well. Then you got left end. This is probably the strength of this team is their D-line with Dex Lawrence, Leonard Williams, and then defensive tackle, you got Austin Johnson and Danny Shelton. So I think, the strength of this team, especially this defense, is the D linemen. With all them big boys in the trenches. They drafted Azeez Ojulari at edge rusher and Quincy Roche. I think we could develop both of them as our edge rushers of the future. Even though, they drafted Kayvon Thibodeau in real life. Got Blake Martinez, Bernard McKinney, Jalen Smith coming over from the Packers and the Cowboys. We got Tate Crowder, Reggie Ragland. So they got a bunch of middle linebackers there. Don't know why they have so many on the roster. Could have been due to injuries. And then on the right, you got Lorenzo Carter and O'Shane Zimenez at right outside linebacker / edge rusher. Got James Bradbury at cornerback, who they paid coming over from, Carolina. But there's rumors that they wanted to trade him. They couldn't find any trade partners, and now they might be looking to release him. Don't know why, but, I mean, they do got some decent cornerbacks on the roster. You got Dory Jackson coming over from Tennessee. You got Darnay Holmes, even Keon Cross in here. You got Aaron Robinson, who they drafted, my cousin, Aaron Robinson. You got Rodarius Williams, who they drafted. So they got some guys down here, even Jaron Williams down here. So they got some cornerbacks on the roster. So I don't know if we're going to be looking to get rid of James Bradbury, but if we do, we got other options. Free safety, you got Logan Ryan, who came over from the Patriots. I know they released him in real life, which makes sense because you got Xavier McKinney right here. I don't even know why they signed him in the first place. And I think he's over in Tampa right now. Brady recruited him. Then you got Jabril Peppers, strong safety, and then you got Julian Love, who's still developing. So they like using their safeties. And you got Graham Gano at kicker and Riley Dixon at punter. So that is the let's look at the draft picks. Yeah, that's right. 2 first-round picks. You got the Evan Neal pick and the Kayvon Thibodeau. So we got 2 first-round picks, 2 thirds, 2 fourths, so a lot of draft picks. So we'll be able to reload in the draft. But that is the team for year 1. Let's go ahead and simulate the preseason. Hopefully have no injuries, no Saquon Barkley injury as we kick off the preseason against the other New York team, the New York Jets. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat them. And we're just looking to stay healthy. We're going to make our cuts, get everybody on the practice squad that needs to be on the practice squad. Joe Judge is the coach right now, but he did get fired in real life. He did get let go. So we're going to let his ass go after year 1, and we're going to take over for year 2 and see if we can turn Danny Dimes into a franchise quarterback. So let's go ahead and simulate. As they have a lot of people on the roster. They have 70, so we do have to cut 17 players. So this is going to be a lot. So I think Jake Fromm put on the practice squad. We can go at Mike Glennon as the backup quarterback. We have 3 running backs already. We do have 2 fullbacks. So I think Cullen can go on the practice squad, as we can go with Elijah Penny as our starting fullback. Receivers, we're keeping Shepard, Galladay, Slayton, Tony Pettis, John Ross, and Colin Johnson. Now, Pharaoh Cooper, C.J. Board, we don't need them. So I think we could just go ahead and cut them. And we have Colin Johnson, who can be our, 7th receiver on the team. And I still look to hopefully develop him as a potential wide receiver 3. Might even decide to move him like backup tight end or something with that 6'6", 222 pounds size tight end. We got Rudolph, Smith, Ingram. So we really don't need, we don't need these guys. We don't need him or Casey Kreider. Really don't like cutting people in year 1, but the Giants must have had a bunch of injuries in real life. That's why they have so many damn people on the roster. Kyle Murphy can go on the practice squad. And I think we'll cut Corey Cunningham. Cutting a lot of guys here, man. I feel like the game is going to sign. I mean, they don't have a backup right end. They don't have 3 defensive tackles. So if somebody gets injured on the D-line, they're just going to cut somebody anyway and sign whoever the hell they please. Cam Brown. Now we got to get rid of all these damn linebackers. Ellerson Smith will put on the practice squad. Cam Brown will put on the practice squad. And then all these damn middle linebackers got to go. We're going to keep the first 4, including Reggie Ragland. And all these other guys, Carter Coughlin, practice squad. T.J. Brunson, same thing. Justin Hilliard, same thing. So that'll clear up some roster spots. And then cornerback, I think we can put Jaron Williams maybe on the practice squad. We do have a lot of free safeties that we don't need, like J.R. Reed. He can go on the practice squad. And then that should be everybody. We cut a lot of people. Still got 3 more people to go. So I think safety, definitely. Don't need 4 free safeties. Probably could let Steven Parker go, too. I think I'll keep Jaron Williams. You know what? Steven Parker can go. Hate that we're cutting all these guys, but damn it, I'm rebuilding the team. I'm in control. This is what I would do if I was running the team. So we got our safeties now. We got all our cornerbacks, got our linebackers. I like how the roster shaped up. I like it. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Let's go ahead and reorder the depth chart now, upgrade the team, and get on with year one as we kick off the season against the Denver Broncos. And for the depth chart, we're going to rock with Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes as our QB1, Saquon Barkley, who is healthy. I think Caden Smith could be our backup fullback. We're going to go with Kenny Golladay, who they pay big money as wide receiver 1, Sterling Shepard, wide receiver 2, Darius Slayton, and then Kadarius Toney, wide receiver 4. Then we got Pettis and John Ross, also Colin Johnson. We got Caden Smith, Rudolph Ingram, Thomas. And then for the backup tackle, let's do Skira, because Matt is going to be on the right. So we got Shane Lemo on the left, and we got Billy Price, Will Hernandez, Ben Bredesen. And then right tackle, we're going to go with the young guy over Nate Soldier. Nate Soldier can be our swing tackle. And I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do Nate Soldier as our swing tackle. And then left end will be Dex Lawrence, Leonard Williams. I'm going to go with Danny Shelton. I like Danny Shelton better than Austin Johnson. And to be honest, I don't even know who the hell Austin Johnson is. I didn't watch the Giants a lot this season. I know he came over from Tennessee, but never really heard of him. Never really heard of him, especially this past season. So we're going to go with Danny Shelton, Azeez Ojulari, and I'm actually going to go with Quincy Roche. Well, we're going to go with Lorenzo Carter as a starter, but Quincy Roche will be the sub edge rusher. We got James Bradbury, Adoree Jackson, Darnay Holmes, Keon Carson, and I'm going to go with Aaron Robinson, cornerback 4. And then Logan Ryan, McKinney. I'm actually thinking about just starting McKinney over Logan Ryan. But the way the Giants depth chart is set up, let's go Kadarius Toney here. It's kind of weird. And I'll show y'all right now. So third down back will be Saquon Barkley. Power back will be Saquon Barkley. We might as well put Elijah Penny. We'll put Brightwell. Slot receiver will be Kadarius Toney, Slayton, and John Ross. Azeez Ojulari. We're going to go Quincy Roche on the right. We have Zimenez. Where's Carter? Carter can be up here somewhere. And then D tackle will be Leonard Williams, Dex Lawrence, and Danny Shelton. Sub linebacker, as you see here, they have Xavier McKinney and they have Julian Love. So both backup safeties playing that sub linebacker role along with Blake Martinez. So that lets us start Logan Ryan and Jabril Peppers. So that's how they're using their safeties. And then slot cornerback, we're going to go with Darnay Holmes, Julian Love, who they're just moving all over the field. And, instead of Keon Carson, we're going to go with Aaron Robinson in that spot. So that is the depth chart. Let's go ahead to week 1 and see how this season goes. And no matter what, no matter how the season goes, even if we somehow make the playoffs, and that is the goal, make the playoffs, Joe Judge is out of here after year 1. Keep the auto-generated rookies, look at the top prospects, and we're not ruling out we could draft a quarterback. I know they didn't draft one in real life, but as you see, there are some quarterbacks here on the board, and if Daniel Jones plays like trash and we don't pick up a fifth-year option, we could get our quarterback now instead of waiting later. So let's see who got signed. Our backup fullback, Colin, got signed to the Colts. That's okay. He can go start over there for them. But let's see if we can kick off the season with a dub against Denver. And we do, 20-17. Starting the season off 1-0. Now, the damn Giants, they always beat me when I play against them. So I'm happy that we won't be playing against them. We're actually the G-men. Let's see, 100 rushing yards. We outpassed them. We did have 2 turnovers, and we still won the game. Only by a field goal, but Danny Dimes throwing interceptions instead of dimes. Yeah, we also gave up 3 sacks, but look at that. Saquon is back healthy, and he's going to impact this offense in a positive way. 94 yards. We leaned on him. Nobody else got a carry but him and Daniel Jones, who, you know, 1 attempt for 6 yards, but I know y'all remember the famous scramble where he just tripped over his damn foot. I still don't know how the hell that happened. Kadarius Toney, 3 catches, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, he is wide receiver 4. We got Slayton at wide receiver 3, but Kadarius Toney is in the slot. Sterling Shepard, 3 catches. Evan Ingram, 4 catches. Darius Slayton also had a catch. Rudolph had a catch. So everybody had catches except Kenny Galladay. I don't see his name anywhere. Probably got hurt. Thomas giving up some sacks. That's okay, though. We got the win. Dex Lawrence, Quincy Roche. That's why I started him. He gets a sack right away. And then no interceptions from our secondary. Graham Gano was perfect. 2 for 2, 53-yard kick. As the G-Man, the Giants, the New York Football Giants are 1-0. Are 1-0. And now we have a division game. You know, it's the NFC least. We're on the road against the Washington Commanders, TV primetime. And we are going to show out in primetime. 35-21 to go, 2-0. The Giants winning on Thursday Night Football as we outpassed them. Daniel Jones trying to earn that new contract. 4 tutties, throwing them dimes. 4 touchdowns, no picks. We did give up sacks. Offensive line is a problem. Saquon really didn't do much that game. Devontae Booker had a touchdown. Evan Ingram, there's Kenny Galladay, 5 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown. Saquon was good in the receiving game. Sterling Shepard was okay. Devontae Booker had 2 touchdowns. Kadarius Toney once again, and then Darius Slayton won a catch. Thomas giving up 2 again. Azeez Ojulari, the other rookie edge rusher, with a sack, and then Dex Lawrence. We had a pick for Julian Love, who's playing our backup strong safety role inside the 20 once for Riley Dixon. And we're 2-0, and we probably shouldn't be, but I'm not complaining about it. Mock draft 1 is out, and we do have 2 first-round picks. Now, I know Madden would do some shit like this. I'm playing with a team. Look, they have us taking a quarterback, Don Banks, out of USC. I mean, not right now. I mean, air awareness is, that's good and all, but Danny Dimes is throwing them dimes. But as you see, we're the Giants, a team that probably should have made the playoffs in year 1 with 2 first-round picks, and Madden is probably going to have us win the division and make the playoffs just so we can pick later in the rounds. Because that's the Madden thing. That's something they would do. As Daniel Jones gets Player of the Week award, Week 3 against the 0-2 Atlanta Falcons. As John Ross comes back from injury. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat them. 2-0 against 0-2. We're probably going to lose this game, and we do. They dropped 40 on us, 42-24. And I was waiting for that first L. I was really waiting for that first L. I was getting a little worried that we were going to go undefeated. 2 turnovers. We were actually up at the half. Matt Ryan just threw more yards than us. Cordero Patterson went off on us. Devontae Booker, a touchdown. Sterling Shepard had a big game. Cordero Patterson had 4 touchdowns against us, so it was just the Cordero Patterson game. Jabril Peppers with a pick. Graham Gano was perfect. As we receive our first loss of the season at the hands of the ATL Falcons. Now we have the New Orleans Saints. Cowboys 3-0, leading the division. And we beat the Saints 26-24 to go 3-1. Why are we winning? This is the way I constructed the roster. Was it the cuts I made? Who I set as starters on the depth chart? I don't know what the hell is going on, but we are 3-1. Daniel Jones, 2 touchdowns, no picks. It's like they're forcing me to pick up his 5th-year option. Evan Ingram, almost 100 yards, 1 yard shy. Kenny Galladay, Sterling Shepard, was great. We abused Eric McCoy with our big D lineman, Leonard Williams, Dex Lawrence. Another pick, 2nd pick in a row And shout out to Graham Gano, man. Shout out to Graham Gano. He has been perfect. 4 for 4 on the day, and he made a 57-yarder. He's probably one of the keys as to why we're playing so damn good right now. Because if he didn't make all 4 of those field goals, we would have lost the game. If he would have just missed one, as we take on the undefeated Dallas Cowboys, who is leading the division, and the NFC least, looking like the NFC best right now. 2-2 Commanders, 2-2 Eagles, 3-1 G-Men, us, and then the 4-0 Cowboys, who are playing right now. See if we can end their undefeated streak. We got to go into Dallas. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, and they dropped 45 on us, 45-24, kind of like that Falcons game. As we outpassed them, but we had 3 turnovers. Daniel Jones, 3 picks. Zeke, 4 tutties, 147 rushing yards. Amari Cooper had a big day. So did Kenny Golladay, though. Evan Ingram's been playing great. Graham Gano remaining perfect. So, I mean, we just ran into a team that was just better than us. They're probably going to win the division. But we're sitting at 3-2. Not bad after 5 weeks. Azeez Ojulari back from injury. Want to make sure that he's getting his starting reps at left outside linebacker. Sure, he's our rush left in, and on the right we should have Quincy Roche. Still perfect. Let's go ahead and simulate against the LA Rams. As we lose to them. Okay, now we're looking more and more like the Giants of real life. Let's go, 31-13. Don't mind losing the first season. You know, I always want to win no matter what. 4 touchdowns for Matt Stafford. We gave up 5 sacks. So, yes, the offensive line definitely. Daniel Jones had a rushing touchdown. Kadarius Toney was great. It was the OBJ game as he had 3 touchdowns against us. Cooper Kupp also had 1. Thomas, man, is just killing us on the O-line, but I don't blame him. As now we're starting to look like the Giants. We're sitting at 3-3. Second in the division still. Get some guys back from injury. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat the 5-1 Carolina Panthers. And they dropped 40 on us. This is the 3rd team so far to drop 40 on us. Falcons, Cowboys, and now the Panthers. Defense giving up a lot of points. We ran the ball well. We just couldn't pass it. Had a turnover. It was 28-14 at the half, and then we were playing catch-up from that. Cam Newton, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Shout out to the O-line. We didn't give up any sacks. Saquon was great. 3 touchdowns from Booker. He's low-key being really good for us. No sacks from the O-line. Sack for Blake Martinez and Dex Lawrence. And a kick return touchdown for Shee Smith for them. So special teams need to step it up. Man. Now we got the Chiefs. You know how this is going to go. Mock Draft 2 is out, and they have us projected to take that quarterback, Don Banks, who they really are high on for us to take, and then a receiver, Lamar Bullitt. Love the name. And a receiver would not actually be a bad pick. And let's go ahead and lose to the Chiefs. We'll be surprised if we win against them. 28-14. Okay, so 3-game losing streak. So we were looking like a fluke. 4-game losing streak, actually, as we outrushed them, but they outpassed us. We didn't turn the ball over. We actually got some turnovers on them. We picked off Patrick Mahomes twice, but look at the O-line, giving up 6 sacks. You can't do that with Daniel Jones at quarterback. It's going to hurt his confidence. Billy Price giving up 2 sacks. Dex Lawrence getting a sack. Leonard Williams. D-line playing okay. Bradbury and Azeez Ojulari coming back from injury gets an interception. As we are now 3-5. Was 3-1. Not that too long ago. Cowboys still undefeated, and we are at week 9, mid-season. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade the team really quick, and then we're going to look at any contracts that we might need to extend. Jabril Peppers, wouldn't mind bringing him back, actually. Evan Ingram, I wouldn't mind bringing back. Nigel McKinney, I didn't know had star dev. Probably won't bring him back. Lorenzo Carter contract is up. Thank God we went with Quincy Roche as our edge rusher. Danny Shelton's contract is actually up. Didn't know that. Will Hernandez, Keon Carson. I think I'm going to wait on everybody. I think we'll bring back Evan Ingram, though. Give him that. We don't got a lot of money. Evan Ingram, and I would bring back Jabril Peppers. He wants more salary. We'll give it to him. It's just we have to find out what to do with Julian Love. But let's see if we can beat the Raiders as we lose by a point, 10-9, 1 point game. So going a 5-game losing streak before our bye week as our rushing game just got completely shut down. Just shut the fuck down. Daniel Jones, it wasn't on him. O-line did give up 4 sacks. Kenny Golladay, touchdown. Azeez Ojulari is playing great as a rookie. Julian Love with an interception. And if I had to choose, Julian Love is going to be on a contract year next year. We can extend Jabril Peppers now. So I feel like that's the right move to bring him back. And then we'll let Julian Love walk after next year. McKinney can go. So we get Evan Ingram and Julius Peppers back. Julian Peppers. I can't talk right now. Not Julius Peppers from the Carolina Panthers. Oh my God. Let me just shut the hell up. It is Jabril Peppers. Don't know why I'm thinking about Julius Peppers right now. I wish we had a Julius Peppers type player on the team. As we get Bradbury and Thomas back from injury, let's upgrade the team as we have a TV game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And let's see if we can defeat them. We don't have Eli. So Brady probably is going to beat us, and they do 36-26 to keep our little losing streak going. And this is going to plan. We want to lose as we lose on Monday night. We got some turnovers, though. Defense got some turnovers. We picked off Brady 3 times. Kyle Trask even came in and threw a touchdown against us. Saquon had a touchdown. Kadarius Toney, Saquon Barkley, Zimenez, Azeez Ojulari. Azeez Ojulari is playing great. Jabril Peppers, not Julius Peppers, Jabril Peppers, newly contract, and Xavier McKinney both getting picks. Graham Gano has been perfect on the season. He has not missed a field goal yet. And I bet I just jinxed myself. He's probably going to miss like 3 next game. Philadelphia Eagles, who are worse than us right now at 2-9. And we beat them 35-28. So the Eagles have to be like the worst team in the division right now for us to beat them. Boosie, stop licking your nuts, please. As we win. 4 touchdowns, no picks for Jalen Hurts. So he played great against our defense. But Devontae Booker helped out Saquon Barkley with the rushing attack. Kenny Golladay was big. Kadarius Toney is killing it in his first year. Danny Shelton, Blake Martinez. No Graham Gano miss. Thought I might have jinxed him. But we are 4-7 back in second place. Would love to get second place in the division. 1-11 Miami Dolphins. Jeez. Of course, we lose to them 35-17 as they get their second win of the season. Yeah, we're just trash. We're garbage. Losing to them. They were up 28-7 at the half. Daniel Jones just flopped. 0 touchdowns, 2 picks. O-line played great. Booker, oh, please don't tell me Saquon might have got hurt. Only 4 carries. Kenny Golladay was great again. We had no interceptions. Graham Gano is just the best kicker in the damn league right now. Probably the only award we'll win. Probably will get snubbed of that. And we do have an injury. Please don't be Saquon Barkley. I'm trading his ass. Ruptured disc. Damn it. Might as well just sit him and rest him for next year because this season is going nowhere as we lose again to the Chargers by a field goal. They outrushed us. We outpassed them. Both teams had a turnover. Pretty even game. Our quarterback was actually a little bit better, but their O-line didn't give up any sacks. Justin Herbert also rushed it for 2 touchdowns. Evan Ingram and Kadarius Toney were both great. Kenny Golladay was great. Definitely need to address O-line. Bradbury was okay. Graham Gano is the best kicker in the league. I stamped it. But the reality is we're 4-9. Third in the division. Going to get swept by the 12-1 Cowboys. And they dropped 40 on us, I think, for the second time this season. Didn't they drop 40? They were like 45 on us. And they almost do it again. They dropped 42. As they outrushed us, outpassed us, just outplayed us in every way that you can outplay someone. 4 touchdowns for Dak Prescott. Zeke once again. But Devontae Booker might be our running back 1 next season, as we might look to trade Saquon Barkley because he has proven that he cannot stay healthy. I would hate to do it. Azeez Ojulari, probably defense rookie of the year. Jabril Peppers, playing great. Glad we paid him the money. As we have a weekly award, and it goes to Jabril Peppers. Having a great season for us. 2-12 Eagles, we already beat them once. And they dropped 40 on us. And that should be it for Joe Judge. That should be it for Joe Judge. 36 rushing yards. It makes sense. We don't have Saquon Barkley. He's injured. I believe Jalen Hurts threw 4 touchdowns, no picks. First time, the first meeting against him, and now he throws 5. Touchdown for Brightwell, touchdown for Ingram, touchdown for Toney, who's killing it as a rookie. Him and Jabril Peppers and Azeez Ojulari are having great seasons, and Graham Gano, I could just tell they are. As Graham Gano stays perfect on the season, we have 2 games left, and I feel like Madden is going to make him miss at least a field goal just to steal the award from me. Nate Soldier is back, ready to play again. Really don't care because he's our backup swing tackle. We have the Bears. Might as well just lose the last game of the season so we can get a better draft pick and just tank the damn season. As we're on a 5-game losing streak, we got outrushed, outpassed, straight up outplayed. Touchdown for Daniel Jones. I mean, him and the O-line played okay. We don't have Saquon. So even though he just proved that he got injured again, the rushing attack without him is nothing. It's nothing. So it is showing that he is still valuable to the team, as the Bears always sign Antonio Brown. Touchdown for Kyle Rudolph. Sack for Lorenzo Carter. As we are going to upgrade the team because Joe Judge will not be able to, because he is guaranteed to be losing his job after this game against the Commanders, who are going to be second place in the division. Go ahead and put us out of our misery, and they do. And I think we did lose that game. As we go 4-13, third in the division, at least we were in last, like the Eagles. But Joe Judge, I'm not judging you, my boy, but you were fired. So we are going to take over now.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Let's go ahead and find the G-Man.
Continue ahead to begin your franchise.
Nope, not going to be
Use
Daniel
the
Jones.
options on the
We
left to
are
edit league settings or change your role to a
ourselves.
player or owner.
All right, Josiah, you have to wait your turn. You have to wait for Pappy to get fired. What are we wearing? Let's see. What fits? I actually like. Yeah, let's go with this one. Let's go with the black pants. Keep the same playbook. As we are taking over as the head coach of the New York Football Giants. Looking at our team rankings, we were 23rd when it came to points per game, 21 in passing yards per game, 29 in rush yards per game, dead last in points per game with the defense. So we just gave up the most points in the league. As you saw, we had like 4 or 5 games where teams dropped almost 50 on us, 27 when it came to pass yards game, and 31 when it came to defensive rush yards per game. Looking at the passing leaders, or the top performers, the passing leaders were Brady, Mahomes, Matt Ryan, Henry, Zeke, Jonathan Taylor, Amari Cooper, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, Myles Garrett, Khalil Mack, Justin Houston, Chris Harris, Byron Murphy, Bryce Callahan, DeMario Davis, Jayon Brown, and B. Wags. Looking at our stats, as you saw, 27 offensive yards. Daniel Jones, not that bad, 4,000 yards. 31st defensive yards. Saquon would have definitely had 1,000 yards if he didn't get injured. Kenny Golladay had a 1,000-yard season. As Daniel Jones, I mean, the yards, good. Touchdowns, I mean, I hate anything under 30, but the picks, definitely way too much. He's not throwing dimes. He's throwing pennies, throwing picks. That's what he's doing. Completion percentage under 60%. That's bad, but we did give up 44 sacks. As long as pass was an 81-yard pass, so, I mean, that's good. But Daniel Jones, yeah, not picking up that fifth-year option. Next year is a prove-it year for him. Running back, rushing attack, Saquon was good. He was going to go over 1,000 yards if he didn't get injured, but longest run of the season was 13. 12 touchdowns for Devontae Booker, but other than that, he really didn't do much. Daniel Jones chipped in with 2, and 2 for Gary Brightwell. Their fullback, they don't use the fullback. No carry for Elijah Penny. 1,000-yard season for Kenny Golladay. Evan Ingram was good. Shepard was just okay, and then Kadarius Toney, 47 catches, but 700 yards and 9 touchdowns. Led the team in touchdown receptions. That's great. Could be in the potential for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think he's going to win. It's probably going to be a quarterback. And Slayton really didn't do much, so we might trade him. O-lineman is going to be bad. Not as bad as I thought, but both tackles giving up over 10. Billy Price from the center position, that's terrible. Shane Lamo, that's terrible from the guard. Will Hernandez, that's just, eh. Then Nate Soldier, 1, and Ben Bredesen. Looking at Jabril Peppers, paid him, and he leads the team in tackles and interceptions. Great season for Jabril Peppers. Logan Ryan really didn't do nothing but just tackle a lot. Adoree Jackson, same thing. Julian Love was actually okay. 2 picks, 17. But we might find a way to bring him back. Don't know what his role is going to be now with Xavier McKinney and Julian Love and Jabril Peppers. We could just keep him in the role that he's in. Darnay Holmes. Ozzie Ojulari, though, 5 sacks, 2 picks, 13 TFLs, 70 tackles. That's great. Leonard Williams was a beast stopping the run. Dex Lawrence, same thing. I love those 2 boys. But we definitely need to get them a partner in crime at that defensive tackle position. Look at them TFLs, though. James Bradbury wasn't that bad, so we might decide to keep him. They didn't release him in real life, so hell, I don't have to. And that's another thing. Like, I'm trying to, I'm doing these rebuilds later in the year where it's after the draft, it's after, the off season, the free agents. So it's like I'm trying to find that perfect balance of the moves they're making in real life, but then I don't want to make all the exact same moves they're making, because then it's like I'm just doing what that team is doing in the simulator. But I want to build the team the way I want to build it, and win. So, and it's what I would do in these situations. As we had three safeties: Julian Love, Azeez Ojulari, and Quincy Roche. No defensive touchdowns, though. And then Graham Gano. He did have an extra pointer blocked, but he was perfect. 100%, 14 of 14. Give him kicker of the year. Please do not penalize him for this blocked extra point. I am going to be pissed if he does not get that award. We did have 2 punts blocked, so we might need a new punter. He did average 51.5, though, inside the 2017 times. Like I said, anyway, not a bad season for him, but 2 punts blocked. Special teams. I know we gave up a special team touchdown as well. But MVP goes to Brady. Coach of the year goes to Mike McCarthy. Why is it always the Cowboys dominating the league when I'm in the division? Offensive player of the year, Brady. Defensive player of the year, Khalil Mack. Offensive rookie of the year goes to Justin Fields. Knew it was going to be a quarterback. Kadarius Toney at 7. Defensive rookie of the year goes to Azeez Ojulari. Let's go. Let's go. We get an award. Best QB goes to Brady. Best running back goes to Zeke. Best receiver goes to Amari Cooper. O-line goes to Zach Martin and the Cowboys. D-line goes to Aaron Donald. Linebacker goes to Khalil Mack. No Azeez Ojulari. DB goes to Jamal Adams. We had Jabril Peppers all the way up there at 3. Julian Love at 7. Yeah, got to find a way to keep him. And then best kicker, they didn't rob me. It goes to Graham Gano. We actually won 2 awards almost. Wow. Shout out to Julian Love, too. Shout out to Julian Love. Might continue being, what was he, our sub linebacker 2? Might need to keep doing that, as we're in the negatives when it comes to salary cap right now. Let's go ahead, upgrade the team really quick. This might be the practice squad people. So we don't know what we're going to do in the draft yet. I mean, this team has a lot of holes. We can go either way. I mean, real life thing with edge rusher, offensive line. We definitely need to go offensive line. And I'm thinking instead of like edge rusher, because I like what Quincy Roche did a little bit, we might go defensive tackle. Then we go defensive tackle to pair up with Leonard Williams and Dex Lawrence. Looking at the Cowboys are in the Super Bowl. Let's go Browns. Let's go Brownies. Looking at the Pro Bowl, Cam Newton. But do we have any G-Man, though? Odell, but he's not with us anymore. Definitely nobody on the O-line. I feel like Jabril Peppers, okay, and he's starting. How does the best kicker in the league not be the kicker in the NFC? We had 1 Pro Bowler, Jabril Peppers. Shout out to him. Shout out to Jabril Peppers. Should go up depth rate. Azeez Ojulari. He's an edge rusher. What? Did he just get that? He did. Well, I'll be damned. Don't screw me, Madden. Do not rob me. He earned that shit. Kenny Galladay, Tony, Slayton, they're all star. Thomas, star on O-line. Ingram. So no changes on O-line. But on the defense, as we saw, we got Jabril Peppers, who went up. With his great season. Azeez Ojulari, we saw, defensive rookie of the year. He went up to superstar. And then I think Leonard Williams might have went up. He did. So 3 superstars on the defense. I doubt Madden lets us keep all 3. If I had to pick and choose, I feel like they might let Azeez and Peppers keep it, but I don't think they're going to let Leonard Williams keep his. But looking at the defense, yeah, Quincy Roche, if we want to continue to develop him, but we could middle linebacker, right outside linebacker are positions that we could look to upgrade. Xavier McKinney is going to be the starting free safety. So we got our safeties. We just need to fix the inside at linebacker, right outside edge rusher, maybe defensive tackle on the and I think the defense looks pretty good. I like James Bradbury there. I think I might hold on to him a little bit longer. But let's go ahead and see if the Browns can take down the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. I hope they do. I don't like nobody from the division winning. Thank you, Brownies. Dog Pound Baker winning the Super Bowl, saying fuck Deshaun. Brady, McCarthy, Brady, Khalil Mack, Justin Fields, and JOK. Come on, man. That's Azeez Ojulari all day, but JOK is now a Super Bowl champion, so it makes sense. Let's go ahead to the offseason. Because we have like no money. Where the hell is all the money going to? They got a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal. I know they got some bad contracts like Nate Soldier, but where the hell is all their money at? As we look at the mock draft, Eagles have the first 2 picks, and then we have pick 3. Yeah, it's the NFC least. But they have us taking Will Burrow, right tackle, A awareness. I like it. I like it. I like it. We need offensive line. That's our Evan Neal, basically. And then our second pick, where the hell is it? Ah, come on. All the way down here, but taking a running back. Jason Hargrove, I don't hate it, actually, with the injury to Saquon. And that could give us some insurance. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. But if there is another position, like another offensive lineman, a right outside linebacker, a middle linebacker, a defensive tackle, we might go in that direction. Hell, even receiver, we could look at. So, a lot of options. We could even still go quarterback. But looking at the retirements, we might have a couple. As we are the Giants, Nate Soldier, thank God. Thank God he is on. And then looking at players that we need to negotiate with. So, McKinney can go. Austin Johnson, I didn't even know his contract was up. I thought it was only Danny Shelton. So I'm glad his is gone. We definitely need a defensive tackle. Carter, Pettis, Hernandez, who left in real life, I believe. Danny Shelton, Crossan, Jalen Smith, Elijah Penny didn't do nothing. John Ross, Billy Price. I mean, all these guys could go besides Jaron Williams. Get him a 2-year deal. Finished out his rookie contract. But everybody else, even including Mike Glennon, everybody can walk. I'm coming in. I'm the coach. Horrible season, 4-13. As we take a look at the roster, Daniel Jones and Jake Fromm is our quarterback room right now. And I have a plan of 2 potential quarterbacks that I could trade for that I think the Giants should do in real life. Booker, we're going to keep him around. Had a great season. I think Darius Slayton with his contract coming up and being our wide receiver 3 right now. I know he's younger than Sterling Shepard and everything, but we can put Darius Slayton on the trade block. And I like Colin Johnson. I want to try to develop him. Tight end Kyle Rudolph, I know that's my boy, Viking legend in my book, but they released him in real life. We're going to release him, save that little money. We're going to move Matt to right tackle, even though we still might draft one. And we got Shane Lamo, Nick Gates, who's a team captain. Yeah, we definitely need help on the O-line, especially in the inside. Then we got Dex Lawrence, Leonard Williams, need a D tackle. We got Quincy Roche, who I can move over to the right. And I saw Azeez Ojulari actually kept his superstar dev trait. So I'm happy about that. Don't know about Leonard Williams, though. They actually took his away. He's down to star. I don't hate that. But Azeez Ojulari kept his. Got Blake Martinez, who, I mean, we're going to keep him for now. Still got Zimenez. Damn, we got Aaron Robinson, too. That's why I like, and you save, what, $6 million, $6.5 million if you cut Bradbury. So I see why they would do it in real life. And you can go with Adoree Jackson, Darnay Holmes, and Aaron Robinson at cornerback. Yeah, we might do it. We might do it. Plus, he's 29, going to be 30. I know they let go Logan Ryan. We're going to do that also. And then you got Julian Love here. Yeah, but we need... Oh, yeah, that punter, he did not have a good season. We're going to let him go. We save some money there. And I know they brought in Mark Glowinski. They brought in Matt Breida. Those are like the only two moves that I would be interested in replicating. So if they are here, we are going to do that. Matt Breida, one. I would give him like a 2-year deal. And that way we don't have to draft, a running back like how they want us to do in the mock. And then Mark Glowinski, if he's here, we'll bring him in. I don't see him at all. So don't think we're going to bring him in. We're just going to bring in maybe another guard. Not Juan Hernandez. Maybe Lucas Patrick. Let's bring in Daniel Dronsko, the depth piece. We can still look to draft. Well, not still to look. We are going to draft an offensive lineman. But looking at defensive tackles, I think we'd be better off drafting one. Could go Devondre Campbell. The linebacker, he's 29. Chris Barnes, no. Well, right now we have Julian Love playing that sub linebacker too. We could always we can go with Quincy Roche there. We got corners, we got safeties. I mean, we could go. Oh, the Jabril Peppers, he kept his superstar dev. Thank you, Madden. I mean, we could go get Jack Fox at punter. We're just gonna get our own guys. We're just gonna make a play for Matt Breida, Bronsko, play conservative, and we're gonna make actually a trade right here. Where there's two quarterbacks I think the Giants should do in real life. Gardner Minshew is one. Minshew Mania in New York would be the perfect fit for me. But he is on the Eagles and interdivisional trade. I mean, it's happening really. Y'all saw the draft, how my Vikings helped out the damn... Who did they help out? They helped out the Packers and the Lions, helped them get receivers. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Why would you trade with them? But, sometimes, Devontae Parker getting traded from the Dolphins to the Patriots. So it happens sometimes. So I wouldn't rule it out. But we're not going to do the Gardner Minshew one. But what we're going to do is trade for a veteran quarterback to compete with Daniel Jones. And that's somebody is porn star Jimmy G. Big cap hit, but we're going to trade for him. And you know what? Do they need a receiver? I know, like, with the whole Deebo Samuel thing in real life, they need wide receiver 3. I would actually give you Darius Slayton and like next year's 5th for Jimmy G. And they accepted it. Welcome, Jimmy Pornstar J. He might shoot a couple of, scenes here in New York. So we get Jimmy Garoppolo as a quarterback, and he's going to compete with Daniel Jones. Look at that, already better than Daniel Jones. I like the fit. And let's go ahead and simulate the free agent period. And that's another reason why we played it safe with our money in free agents, because as you see, Jimmy Garoppolo, that $25 million cap hit, And Jimmy is a proven winner. He just finds a way to win. 49ers don't win a lot of games when he is injured, as we get Matt Breida at running back. Mock draft 4 is out. Let's take a look, see if it's changed. They still haven't taken that right tackle. He's a top 5 guy. Now look at this. Receiver, top 5. We just traded Darius Slayton, but we don't need another receiver right now. Quarterback, top 5, but we just traded for Jimmy G. So it looks like the right move would be taking his top 5 right tackle, position of need, top 5 player. It makes a lot of sense. Awareness. Pretty sure he has hidden depth. If the Eagles don't draft this guy, though, DJ O'Donnell, is he the better offensive line? I like the size, 6'6". I mean, but the other guy is good, too. And then our second pick, they still have us taking a running back. So we're going to have to look at the other prospects. I mean, we could look at these quarterbacks now. Rob McPherson, we could put on the list. Dom Banks, we could put on the list. Let's look at him a little bit more. Yeah, he looks like a beast. Looks like a beast. Looking at these guys down here, first and second rounders that we could take in the later rounds. He doesn't look bad. Adrian Davis, we'll put him on the list. Tyson McAllister, not so much. Cody Malone, maybe. Not so much. So, but I mean, with Jimmy G with the trade, probably shouldn't look at QB. Now, running back. All these guys look like they're trash. They're falling down the boards for some reason. This guy, 4.38, he's the strongest in the class. B awareness, 8 injury. Ramon Cook might be a beast. Jacoby Grimes, A break tackle. B kick return, but that's it. The awareness. He's a return guy. Looking at these other guys, I don't know why they're falling. Let's look at them. No, let's look at Jay Woody. B ball carrier vision, runs a 4.37. He's really fast. B kick return, B medium, B trucking. So he's just like a return guy. We'll put him on the list. And then, I mean, we could use a fullback. Let's get Chase Ross. A run blocking. B stiff arm, A impact. So A run blocking. We'll put him on the list. Receiver. I don't think we really need, but we still could draft one in the later rounds. Now, O'Donnell is the guy that the Eagles are taking. We're going to look to take Will Burrow, and we actually could look for another offensive lineman. We could take one of these guys that might slip. Like even this guy, Sean McKinley down here. He might slip to the second round. A run block, A lead block, B pass block. Yeah, so he looks okay. We could take him. And then D tackle is another position that I'm interested in. Let's look at Carl, and I want a big boy, man. I want one of them big meaties. I want somebody like a Danny Shelton or Leonard or Dex Lawrence type. But this guy looks okay. Only 300 pounds. I mean, that's okay. Because Leonard Williams is only like three something. Ben Halls, look at him. He doesn't look that bad either. Let's look at any defensive ends that might be on the bigger side when it comes to weight. And I don't see any, really. We do have him 100% scouted, though. A hit power. Put him on the list. So we got Noah Reed. Got him 100%. Nope. Not with that F. He's undersized. A finesse. I don't think he would fit our scheme. Let's get Antoine Porter. He's a first rounder. And we could use middle linebacker. Let's take a look at punt. I think this draft class might be weak. I hope not. B awareness, solid kick power, C for accuracy. Put him on the list. As I think, because they did get Mark Glowinski in real life, we need to go ahead and get another offensive lineman, like kind of on that level. And I'm thinking that's Matt Paradis. We have no damn money. Thinking that's Matt Paradis at center. Upgrade over Nick Gates. As we might just withdraw on Brunskill. And we do get Matt Paradis at center. Paradis. And fifth-year option, this should be Daniel Jones and no Sirski. We are not accepting. We have Jimmy G now. Daniel Jones is in a prove-it year. They're going to battle it out in preseason for the starting job, too. So, you think he's worth keeping around? No. He has to prove it. And we have another fifth-year option. Might be Saquon, or it's actually Dex Lawrence. And we're going to pick his up. Only keep him around. Now, private workouts, we're just going to delegate it and go ahead to the draft. As I know where we're taking with our first pick, if the mock draft stays the same. But with that second first round pick, we have no idea. Quarterback, running back, receiver. I would like a defensive tackle, maybe another offensive lineman. But I didn't really see that much. So I definitely don't want to reach for somebody in the first round when we pick early in the second round. We can get, some guys that fall that might be considered steals. So let's see how it goes as we take a look at the final mock draft. And it switched. They have us taking Don Banks, quarterback. Looks good. But I want Will Burrow. And then with our second pick, okay, that's more like it. Ben Ball, defensive tackle, 40 bench. Oh, hell yeah. I like him. I like the mock. I think I'll be comfortable sticking with those two picks, and then we can probably even get a running back in the second round. But looking at how the free agent signings went, looking at the NFC East, see if anybody made any moves. As the Eagles bring in Michael Gallup, stealing away from the Cowboys. I actually like that. I like that. Cowboys get weaker. Commanders get Will Fuller. Commanders also get Malik Hooker. And they get Russell Douglas and Rashad Penny, and the Eagles get Anthony Everett. So I didn't see any Cowboys. They did lose Michael Gallup, so that's good. And let's go ahead to the draft. NFL draft time. We're picking number 3. And later on, 20-something.
They're on the clock.
And let's see what the Eagles do with their first 2 picks as they go back-to-back.
Okay, the Eagles
They get a quarterback to replace Jalen Hurts. And then they get an offensive lineman. So they're building it from the ground up. Quarterback, offensive lineman. somebody to protect them. And we're going to do the same. I mean, we just traded for Jimmy G. And whether it's him or Daniel Jones at quarterback or another person that we might draft, we're going to take Will Burrow, right tackle. Might kick him in the guard. Got Paradis at center. Andrew Thomas at left tackle. Offensive line already looking better with this pick. He does have F injury, though. So that's concerning. Need him on the field. Don't get injured. He's a normal dev, top 5 pick. Come on, Madden. Better be a high overall. Better be a high overall. And let's go ahead to our second pick.
The Giants
25.
are on now.
As let's see, the running back did fall. The running back did fall. It is tempting. But we're not going to do that. Going to give Saquon one more chance. Could take another offensive lineman, 342 pounds. A awareness. Double dip on O-line. He looks good. He looks good. But I think with this pick, we take Ben Ball. Those 40. Look at that. 40 bench reps, elite speed. Let's take them.
The Chiefs are up now. Let's see what direction they go.
2 first-round picks, not one hidden dev. Better be high overall.
Okay, the Giants
and
up
then
now.
with
They're
pick 3, there's a quarterback. But I think he was bad. There's some running backs. Levi Brown. He's fast, but not that good. Parker McGowan. A injury is protecting the catch. That's all we know. And then Jay Woody, the guy that I had. We might take at this spot. I mean, we could take receiver. Tight end, we don't need. Could go guard. Double dip on the O-line. Is there a middle linebacker that we could take? Be awareness. We go middle linebacker. We don't need another cornerback, even though that guy looks good. Man, guard or middle linebacker? I think we take the guard.
All right, on the clock.
We got a hidden dev player. Let's go. Double dip on the O-line. And then this can be middle linebacker. Oh, we don't have another second-round pick?
Who do they have their eye on?
Oh, he probably definitely missed out on running back. I mean, Ramon Cook is there. So I might take him over the middle linebacker because there is none. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. So it works out in our favor. We get our running back. Let's look at these two guys first, though. Make sure that they're not better. A break tackle looks good. A kick return looks good. But that's it. He's just a returner. Morris McDaniels, a ball carrier vision, runs a 4.38. I just don't know the other skills. But why did I put Ramon Cook on here? He runs a 4.38. He's the strongest. He also has B awareness. We're going to take him. Ramon Cook, hidden dev. Let's go. In the third round. Back-to-back hidden dev traits. As he's going to help out Saquon Barkley. And we can keep Saquon now because that, you know, we got him in the third round, not first round. So, and we brought in Matt Breida, so we definitely got more room. Booker also. And then with this pick, our other third round pick, back-to-back, we need linebacker. Need linebacker help. Even edge rusher. Let's look at A tackling. A aware. We found Steele. Nick Hutchinson. Let's take him. Hidden dev. We're getting all our gems in the third round. Call me the draft king. We missed out on our first round picks. These other picks, we're hitting. We're hitting 3 dev trait players back to back to back. Damn it. as we might move him in the middle linebacker.
Now it's the Giants, and time is ticking.
And then now, I guess we could go edge rusher. Could add more depth at corner, even though I like our corners. Could add more depth at corners. Could take 2 middle linebackers. Could take 2 middle linebackers. B injury. B block shedding. B power moves. C finesse. Yeah, so it doesn't look that bad. We might go with Nate Kidd. Yeah, Nate Kidd might be the pick. Oh, we didn't sign Ricky Seals-Jones like they did in real life. We actually could take a receiver too. F catching, be released though. Let's go get this Kidd guy. Nate Kidd. Hopefully he's a decent edge rusher.
Saints now on the clock.
Then we'll look at receiver, punter, fullback. Yeah, receiver, punter, fullback in that order.
The Giants are on the clock now.
A lot of draft picks. But we're trying to fill this roster up. A injury, B stamina. That's it. That's all we know about him. And then Curtis Green. A kick return. C break tackle. D release. So, I mean, he might just draft him to be a return guy. We have a Colin Johnson at 6'6", so we don't need him. And this is the last receiver we're going to look at, or we're going to take Curtis Green as a returner. Look at the tight ends. A catching traffic, A run blocking. He's the pick. Johnny Easley.
Seahawks are on the clock now.
And then we'll look at the receiver. That's a return guy.
Okay, the Giants up now. They're on the clock.
And fullback punter.
The Saints are on the clock now. What direction will they go?
Taking the receiver out of LSU. When have the Giants done that before?
Now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on?
When have the Giants done that before? And then I think we're just going to go ahead and get the fullback with the A run blocking.
Okay, it's the Saints now on the clock.
I have a lot of rookies on this team, and a lot of them are going to be starting.
All right, now on the clock.
From day one. Finish it off. Punter.
All right, on the clock.
91
now,
kick power. Not bad. Not bad. And looking at the draft, looking at the roster. No, I want to look at the draft recap. Looking at the draft recap, let's see how we did. I love it. The first 5 picks, all 70+ overall, with the excluding the 2 first-round picks. The other 3 are all hidden dev. So great value in those spots. But as you can say, I guess we might have reached. If you look at dev traits with our 2 first-round picks at pick 3, I mean, right tackle. Eagles probably took the better tackle. He's not bad or anything. Needs to work on his pass blocking a little bit, but he's a run blocker, and we're going to move him in the guard anyway, and he's going to be better than what we had last season, so I don't hate it. This pick was great, 75 overall. That's not bad, even if he does have normal dev, and his morale is up too. I guess he really wanted to come to New York, so he's playing up to a 77. He's gonna fit in, get mentored by Dex Lawrence and Leonard Williams, and he's gonna fit right in, plug and play, defensive tackle, starter, day one. And then look at this steal. Sean McKinley in the second round, left guard, hidden dev. He's gonna start right away over Shane Lamo. And then Ramon Cook, 74 overall, hidden dev in the third round. He's a power back. He's elusive. Definitely going to take the pressure off of Saquon Barkley, and Saquon Barkley should have a better season. And if he doesn't and he gets injured again and we decide to move on from him, we have his replacement. Hutchinson at right outside linebacker. Probably going to move him in the middle linebacker because he is a run stopper. Hidden dev. Can start over Blake Martinez. Nate Kidd, 64 overall. Not bad. Speed rusher, run stopper. So he can do it all. He can edge rush, power rush, middle linebacker. We could put him wherever the hell we want to put him. So that's actually not a bad pick. And then look at this steal in the fourth round. Oh my God, bro. This is the most 70s I ever drafted. That's 1, 2. Hell, the receiver was almost a damn 70. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 70 overall players in one draft. 3 hidden devs out of the 8. Let's go. And even the 60s, a 64 for a guy that can do it all. And then a receiver who's a return guy who's probably going to be a 70 his rookie year. Hell, if we get Kidd, he'll probably be a 70. What a draft. A-plus draft. And we drafted for positions of need. But going back to looking at players, easily 73 overall tight end. He can do it all. He can block. He can run short routes. He can catch. And he's our Kyle Rudolph replacement. Still got to sign another tight end as they sign Ricky Seals-Jones. And then receiver Curtis Green can just be a return guy. The fullback is an instant starter. I mean, he's already the same overall as Elijah Penny. Let's look at his stats. He is a blocking tight end, scheme fit. Lead block is an 84. Got some speed on him. Can truck. He can catch. So we can utilize him a little bit. And then the punter. He's an upgrade. 70 overall. 91 kick power. 72 accuracy. I think this is one of my best drafts of all time. 8 players, 70 overall or above, and even the ones that weren't, the 2 that were not, 64 and 67. 3 hidden dev traits. Beast draft for us. And most of these rookies are, hell, I think every single one of them could start. That's how bad our team is right now. But looking at the top overalls, the Lions got that receiver. If we would have went Hargrove, whatever his name is, Browns always get a damn running back. Dolphins got a safety. So Porter was the better defensive tackle in Armstead. They fell to the second round. They had hidden devs. They had higher overalls. Oh, that guy didn't have hidden dev. Fell just Porter. The Eagles quarterback probably hidden. Yep. And that left tackle they took was the better one. So they made the right pick with him. But, I mean, we had the best draft, I think, overall wise. And our team definitely got better. But year 1, 4-13, Joe Judge out of here. We're coming in. We actually didn't get kicked out. Oh, yes, we did. But we traded for porn star Jimmy G. Him and Danny Dimes are going to battle it out in preseason. Can't wait to see who wins the starting job. But that'll wrap it up for part 1 until the next episode.